So, the other day, I needed a passport-sized photo for my work. So my wife and I went to the photo shop to get one passport-sized photo. And my wife asked me, should we get more than one? Will you need more in the future? And I said, well, God knows what I'll need in the future. And then my wife looked confused. My wife is Vietnamese, so English is her second language. And I said, oh, do you understand that expression, God knows? And she said, yes, it means nobody knows, right? And I said, yes, that's right. So we sometimes use the expression God knows when we have no idea about something or we do not understand something. For example, where did he put the keys? Oh, God knows. Meaning I have no idea. Another similar expression is God only knows. God only knows is interesting grammar. Ordinarily, we would say only God knows. However, in this expression we say God only knows. I'm not sure exactly of the reason why. I suspect it's because it's an old expression. Often old expressions in English will have an older grammar that is not used nowadays. I don't know that for sure, but I suspect that's the reason why. So, the expression is God only knows, although it means only God knows. So, for example, what did he mean by that? God only knows. God knows and God only knows are pretty much the same expression with the same meaning. Although sometimes some people will use God knows in a situation where they don't understand the answer, but somebody else might. And they might use God only knows in a situation where nobody would know the answer. One final note. You should be careful about using this expression, and you should be careful about using any English expression with the word God in it, because it's religious, or it has a religious meaning. And people who are very serious about religion may take offense to expressions that have God in them. This is often a common problem with people who study English as a second language. They often get a lot of their English from movies or music, and they get the impression that these expressions are very common. And they are very common, but you have to remember that when you watch a movie or when you listen to music, it's reflecting the language that is popular with young people who live in cities. Older people who live in more rural areas may be more conservative about their language and may take offense to expressions that have God in them. So, I'm teaching you this expression because I think it's useful to know everything, but you should be careful how you use it. If you don't want to use God knows, you can say, who knows? For example, where are the keys? Who knows? Or you can say, nobody knows. Either of those expressions would be the same.